Gary Kuhn, Managing Director of Finer Wealth Management. In my last video segment, I talked about the kinds of things that you might consider doing during the summer months from a financial planning perspective. And I thought, as we're taping here on September 12th of 2017, that this might be a good time to talk about a few of the things to consider as we head into the final 4 months of the calendar year, the final quarter, fall and winter planning, so to speak. First of all, as you enter the fourth quarter, you typically might think about the tax planning issues that you may not have yet addressed. For instance, as we tape on September 12th, we have estimated tax payments that affect some folks around this time of year on September 15th. We also have charitable contribution planning that you might consider discussing with your accountant, your investment team, and as we get near the end of the year, we also have travel plans. Many people take vacations, have the holidays coming up. You may have cash flow issues to address. Again, it's a good time now to think through those issues so that as you look at any needs you might have from your investment standpoint, any selling of securities, et cetera, that you may need to raise capital, this is the time to think through those issues. Anybody who's 70 and a half or older, if you have a retirement plan, you may have a required minimum distribution that needs to take place prior to the end of the year. So again, not waiting until the last minute typically is a good idea to go through that planning. We also have the possibility of doing tax loss harvesting with portfolios so that you can balance any securities where you may have losses with securities that you may have gains. That may make sense. Again, a good idea to consult your accountant, your investment professional on that. And finally, as we talk about all these kinds of issues, particularly as it pertains to taxes, we continue to monitor what's happening in Washington, D.C. with the possibility of tax reform. And there's been some discussion as to whether that could be retroactive to January 1st of this year, or whether they're just going to try to get something in place by the beginning of the year that would affect the 2018 tax year. So on all of those things, if you could stay tuned to our future broadcasts. We do these sort of shorter tips that relate to financial planning, investments, and tax, but also we have longer videos that we are doing that relate to certain topics that you may find of interest. Again, it's Gary Kuhn with Finer Wealth Management. Thank you for watching.